about it and we videoed them. They are saints. Whereas the rest of us, there are experiments where we take the naughty boys, I work in a so-called conduct problem clinics as well, we give them to other parents, their level of annoyance goes up 2 or 3 times. So, these people can be pretty trying. Developed with 2 social workers, Kathy Blackaby and Caroline Bengo, and we did a small randomized controlled trials, taking 63 carers, and I just want to go on. I love simple stuff. This is where you say, what's the thing that's most troubling you about your child? And we have a 10 centimetre line. At one end it says not a problem, the other end says couldn't be worse, and we say slash it. And then we do the same thing again after the course. So on those things, which are various issues, from anything from wets the bed to not respectful and swears, you'll see that those who went to the Fostering Changes course improved significantly. They're the green bars compared with the control group. We also developed a questionnaire called the Quality of Attachment Relationships Questionnaire, QARQ. Do they seek help under stressful conditions? Do they come close to you? Will they talk about things that bother them? Will they trust you to look after them and express appreciation and accept praise? And can they show affection? And again, a significant increase in their attachment to the foster carer. So we've got stuff that does work, so please don't give people horse therapy. This is genuine, some people do, particularly in the Adoption Support Fund. Feedback from carers, this is genuine, that there was not negative. His ability to talk about his feelings, his response to praise, more compliant, calmer, able to accept boundaries, which is very important. What about yourself? More confident, more aware of difficult behaviour and how to deal with it. Improved my skills and taught me new ones, made me feel less stressed and more able to cope. Made me feel as a carer I'm professional and our job is highly regarded. Okay, I was going to say attachment disorders, reactive attachment disorder and disinhibited attachment are extremely rare. You have to have very neglectful institutional kind of care. They are super duper rare. In our clinic, 38% of people are referred with some attachment thing. We find 4% do have it, so it's rarer than you might think, but we do. Another thing to point out, that this is foster care, so this is kids with these attachment disorders who carry on in rather neglectful care are the red line by the time they're 8, whereas the inhibited, frightened one, if they go into foster care, they catch up the normal population, which are in the green. Disinhibited, these kids who come up and sit on your knee in inappropriate, less good recovery. But again, foster care is the best treatment for reactive attachment disorder. Last 1 minute, don't forget about the genes. In the looked after population, genes are responsible for most of ADHD, Calcine emotional traits. These are these kids who are not autistic, they understand what's going on, but they couldn't care less. A kid I was seeing last week said to his mate at secondary school, hey, the other's gone to play football, let's go and nick their mobile phones, which they did. And then he said, oh, watch out, the teacher's coming, this is his best friend, put them in the bush, which his friend did, and then he took all of them, the teacher wasn't coming, and sold them all down at Camberwell Cash Converters. So he understood the consequences, but he didn't care less, and we see quite a lot of these not very attractive sometimes children. And autism and intellectual learning disabilities, so I would argue, to be fair to these children, we need to assess all these things because they are mostly manageable or treatable. So these are kids from alcoholic or criminal parents who then got adopted at birth, so no abuse. Whether they were adopted into a good family, the green things, notice the one with the high genetic risk have 12% of this is being known to the police by the time they're 17 versus 3%. I didn't believe this. I had to, surely it's the way you're brought up, but this is just the genes. They're both brought up well. The ones who were brought up in a more difficult family with, quotes, good genes, either birth parents, have a higher rate, 7%, but the real double whammy is that these are the people we're mostly seeing an unfortuitous genetic inheritance followed by neglect or abuse. It's that double whammy, and those are probably most of the people you're concerned about. So the genes do matter, and they make you more sensitive. If you're irritable already, and then you're duffed up, it's much harder to cope with. So that was really my point, to not forget. No, I don't Yeah. Just, I've got.
Can I just say, will we be able to have a copy of your?
Yes.
Great, because there's so much in there.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry.
Obviously not all the films, but the
Oh my God.
You do. Okay, this is where I work. This is on, if you go to National Adoption Fostering Clinic. That's great. Let's just see the next one. Just to say, when we assess people, to make my point again, I like evidence. Let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, it's not showing to you. So about 2/3 have a so-called psychiatric disorder. Quite a lot of that is things like ADHD and autism, which has made them much harder to handle. Quite a lot have specific dyslexias or learning disabilities, which again has been attributed to their upsetting upbringing, and that's not going to get to work. So I would say that we do need, these children deserve, I think this conference is called Respecting the Rights of Children. I would say looked after children are not aliens. They have the same old problems that many of us have, and so respect them by giving them. Yeah, I was going to give you a case example. Yeah, carry on. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Good. So that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Stephen. That came very neatly following those two sessions. Went very well together. Are you able to be around over lunch?
Yes.
At least this afternoon as well, if you're willing to. But I won't. There's so much in there. I think. In fact, if we start asking questions.
One simple question.
One simple.
Very
question.
short. Very short.
But it has to be short. One.
Short.
One
Look on my watch.
One sentence.
Okay, I will start. Gentleman is fully aware about statistics, which shows that 50% of children in foster care, after 1 year being in foster care, has mental issues. What are you talking about? Which attachments? You're just ruining children and you just try to promote them?
That's not
70%
really
become
right.
prostitutes after being in foster care. So whom are you trying to talk here? Sorry.
I think we all
Thank
need.
you. Thank you very
I'm
much
not really
indeed.
going to ask you to answer that because I think you.
Government
you're
says it, not
raising
me.
some
Government.
important issues need to be
Why not?
raised. But, pardon?
No, this one, am I allowed to film or not? Because I didn't film which
No,
was children.
no.
Ah, okay. Okay.
I think we must ask you to delete that
Okay.
film.
No worries.
But